How's it going, everybody? You guys are watching Some for All, a place where you guys can watch some My Hero Academia CCG videos for all of you amazing people around the world. Today we're talking about my second favorite character in Class 1A, Kirishima. He had an amazing performance at the Omaha Smash 1K event. Shoutouts to everybody that put that on. Shoutouts to all the commentators. Shoutouts to all the players. Shoutouts to everybody that was there. I'm very, very sad I wasn't able to be there. I feel like as a new player, it would have been an amazing experience to be there, be in that environment, pick the brains of some of the top players. Some of the top players in universes, period, were at that event. Just really good players overall. I feel like it would have been amazing to pick some of their brains, to play some matches, to learn. But unfortunately, here I am in Canada, COVID restrictions, all of that. I wasn't able to go. But hey, you know what? Hopefully this stuff is going to be clearing up relatively soon. Restrictions are starting to ease here in Canada. It's going to start to ease for going from Canada to the US and vice versa. And I am hoping to travel to other places in the US to meet some of y'all, hopefully meet some of the top players, and hopefully compete in some of these top events. Now, of course, I'm not expected to do amazing. I just picked up this game in the first set, right? The first My Hero Academia set. But I feel like it'd be an awesome experience. And once again, I want to say thank you to everybody that put on Omaha Smash 1K on Twitch. If you guys haven't seen it, shout out to them. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description. You guys can watch the VOD. Very entertaining matches. The commentators were great. And I learned a ton. And one of the things that I learned is that Kirishima, one of my favorite characters, is an absolute badass. His deck is so good. Take in that 4 out of the top 5 decks at this event were all Kirishima played on the good symbol. In the top 8, there were 5 decks, so only 3 other decks that were not Kirishima made the top 8. The other Kirishima actually played on the Void symbol, and you guys know how I feel about the Void symbol. I love it. I built my Aizawa deck around the Void symbol and stuff like that. And here that you guys see on the deck list, what you guys see on the deck list. Here, what you guys see on the screen is the deck list. Getting too excited, stumbling over my words. You guys see the deck list for the first place. Now, let me go ahead and give the first place player's name, the first place player their name, because I have to give him his credit. Tony 2, sorry, I hope I pronounced that correctly, came in first place. Shane Duckworth came in second. We got Jeffrey Kahn in third. And then we also got Chris Nixon in fourth. All of these 4 amazing gentlemen have topped 4 with Kirishima on the good symbol. Now, I want to make sure I get the name of the gentleman that played Void, which was Kevin Broberg, and he played Kirishima on Void, like I said, being able to take advantage of the Recipro Extend, the Heroic Lineage. I fucking love this card so much, as well as the Recipro Burst in his build. A different take, but ultimately being able to play Kirishima. Now, I've seen some people saying like, oh, is Kirishima broken? Kirishima's too strong, this and that. And from what I've read online and the people that I've talked to and things like that, a lot of people say, hey, like, these guys, a lot of these guys, if not all of them, are just good players, period. Like, sure, it just so happened that they also identify that Kirishima is a really, really good card in this set. But a lot of people say, like, they could have been piloting other stuff and still topped, because that's just how they are as players. I'm sure for me, as a new player playing this game is very, very skill intensive. It's not really just solitaire. You can't just, like, make a deck that plays by itself and you auto win like some other games. Like, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong. Like, I played a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! I was in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community for a long time, but there's some decks that literally just play themselves. And I think we can all agree that Universe is one of the reasons why I fell in love with it, is that literally I can take this deck right now and I will not be able to perform as well as Tony. I will not be able to perform as well as Shane. And that's because they have a ton of experience. That's because they're experienced players and they're good at the game, right? So I don't, it's really unfortunate that some people are just saying like, oh, Kirishima's too strong, Kirishima's too strong. I guess Kirishima is a really strong card, but like, again, these guys are amazing players from what everybody is telling me and from what I've seen in other videos. But Kirishima overall does seem like an absolute badass. There's ways that you can loop attacks. There's ways that you can use reverse throw with Kirishima's effect. Have the opportunity to use coordinated effort and just do a whole bunch of shenanigans and really put your opponent in tough situations. Again, using celebrity status as well. The punch package is very strong, right? Having access to Texas Smash. Some variants were using the full strike 5%. Some were using the future charge. So he's just a really, really good character overall on good. And of course, I think he's one of the only characters. There might be other characters, but in the deck list that I've seen, that do like to use his unique at 4 because you want to see it no matter what because of how key it is to his play. Of course, there's going to be people that are going to be playing apathetic and things like that to try to shut down the coordinated effort. So obviously having multiple copies of that is going to be a must from what I've seen in every Age Kirishima. I don't think I've seen any Kirishima not play 4 copies of this. I remember when I made my version 1.0, yeah, it never had. I think I had played 2 copies of this. Remember, that's me as a new player. So again, I learned a ton. I learned how important a lot of these cards are. Again, I didn't even think about the combo of having Kirishima's effect along with coordinated effort, being able to loop attacks, being able to use celebrity status to once again add that momentum to the top of your deck. So you have access to that again. You have things like earphone jack. You have, man, there's just so many cool things. You have things like specialists of sound that you could take advantage of, that allows you to reveal the top card of your deck, but also be able to play a little bit more on the defensive end and have that ability every single turn to commit and then have your opponent lose 3 speed, making it easier for you to block. And then when you block, you can go ahead and build it. I mean, Kirishima is just nuts. This character is so sick. He only has a hand size of 5, but he has a vitality of 29, and he's a character that, you know, if you can't really burst him down, you just try to chip away at him, you're going to lose that grind game. And Kirishima, like, I'm happy, don't get me wrong, I'm extremely happy because as you guys know, it's him and Bakugo. Those are my 2 favorite characters in class 1A. So I'm happy that this guy is, you know, people would consider top tier. I mean, 4 out of the top 5, 3 out of the top 3, 5 out of the top 8. I think it's safe to say that Kirishima is top tier. And again, let's just run through the deck list real quick. 4 Hardened Chop, 4 Texas Smash, 4 Hardened Jab, 4 Reverse Throw, 4 Cannot Be Fixed, 4 Destined for Me Achieve Success, 4 Self-Sacrifice, 4 Harden, 4 Specialists of Sound, 4 Coordinated Effort, 3 Bonds of Friendship, 3 Celebrity Status, 2 Passing the Torch, and 1 Gift from Mom. And then in the sideboard, 4 You're So Obvious, 2 Capture Evildoers, 2 Planning Ahead, 1 Bonds of Friendship, again in the side, 1 Earphone Jack. Once again, this was Mr. Tony 2's build. All credits goes to him. But then also, I believe Shane played an identical version, or I think it was just 1 different card in his build as well, but pretty much almost the same version. So again, these guys are amazing players, and these guys are people that I look up to as a new player, and I watch Shane's content as well. He has some amazing videos, made some budget decks and all that type of stuff. It's just good for us new players to just really soak in and learn. I highly recommend you guys, once again, watch the Omaha 1K. Just watch some of the matches, watch some of the games. Actually inspired me to try to work on a Kamui Woods deck, kind of see how those decks were piloted, and kind of make that character into a character that I want to pilot, because like he's a character that I always thought was really cool. I always wish he got a little bit more screen time in the manga. Right now he's kind of well, I guess in the previous arc, you know, he got a little bit of time to shine and things like that. But Kamui Woods, definitely a really cool hero. But anyways, we're not talking about Kamui Woods, we're talking about Kirishima. What are your guys' thoughts on Kirishima? Do you guys think that he's too strong? Do you guys think that he's in the right place? Do you think that people are going to cook up counters to him rather than just saying Kirishima is too strong and whining about it? Or do you think people are going to be in the lab and thinking about tech that they can use up against Kirishima to try to beat him? Are we going to be seeing another new top deck and another big major event? I think this was the first big event, so to speak, for the My Hero Academia only format. So obviously this is all we have to go off of, but there's going to be more in the future. Do you guys think that for right now Kirishima is the best deck? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about these builds? I mean, obviously they got first place, so the builds are amazing, but are these something that you guys might have theory crafted? Did you guys learn anything from the gameplay? Did you guys learn anything from the builds? I know for a fact I sure did. I learned a ton. As always, I'm extremely humble. I go into this game like not knowing anything, so anytime I can learn, anytime I can watch some top players play, I am a sponge. I'm just trying to soak it all up. Man, what an amazing event. Once again, I just have to say thank you to everybody there. I hope one day I'll be able to go to an event like that, an event of that scale, and just learn and just make friends and just be a part of the community, because it looks like an awesome experience. But guys, this was Kirishima. For me, do I think that he's broken? I mean, shit, from what I've seen, he looks pretty damn broken, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? There's always a counter to everything. I don't think that he's tier 0. I don't think that everybody has to absolutely play him. But what the hell do I know? This is just from my observations. There's other decks that topped as well. Obviously, a lot of people might start picking up Kirishima because if they're playing a win. I mean, I was already planning building Kirishima. Hey, guys, you already know I was planning on building Kirishima no matter what. So if you guys see me playing him, Don't get mad at me. I don't think I'm a bandwagoner because you guys know I was going to play him from before the game was even out. All right? So that's my verdict on Age of Kirishima. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will catch you guys later. And I hope all of you guys have an amazing day. And stay tuned because this Thursday I'm hoping to live stream my tournament that I will be playing in for Red Riot Games. So stay tuned and I'll catch you guys then. Peace.